Hello, welcome back everybody. I hope we're all doing very, very well. I took yesterday evening off. That actually wasn't my fault, that was Gary. But I hope we're all doing very, very well, because we're back with Season 2 of the Nico Hulkenberg career mode. I'm looking forward to it today. We'll see as to how we get on. We've got Mops, we've got Dora George, we've got Yusuf, we've got DeMarco, we've got a Mighty Darts, we've got La Hangman. I hope we're all having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday today. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the new season, despite the fact I might have messed up. If you came out to the last stream last season, we'll talk about it all in just a moment. I better just double check. Pedal cam seems to be working. Wonderful. Always a good way to start. Am I live everywhere? Which Instagram have you DM'd me on, Matt? I will try and take a look after the stream. Let's have a look. Have I got the short format stream up and running? I think I have. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I am ready for the F1 expansion. We will take a look at the performance chart in just a minute. I don't want to get into that immediately. But I'm sure we will take a look at it. Lucky, welcome on in as well, buddy. I hope you're well. Mathan as well, over on the YouTube short format. Hope we're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. So, yeah, obviously I'll do the YouTube intro. I guess we'll kind of do like all the R&D setup, everything like that first, and then obviously do the YouTube intro. So basically, if you missed the stream last week, I cocked up. we got to the end of Season 1. Obviously, we've done all of the upgrades on the car. And then I accidentally selected the R&D scenario, which removes all of your upgrades. So, we've got quite a durable car. We've got 16 of 27 durability upgrades. But that means nothing when it comes to vehicle performance inside this game. So I've basically reset everybody. We're all starting from scratch once again. And obviously, although in-game it's not saying that we're Audi, if we take a look over in the customization, we have got the Audi livery now onto the car as well. So that's pretty cool. I am an apocalyptic dingleberry. Absolutely. Oh, I've recovered from Daytona. After Daytona, I went out, I walked the dog with Matt212. She then went out in the afternoon, so I had a little bit of a nap. And then at about 7:15 at night, I had a Domino's pizza. And then I slept through and woke up absolutely fine yesterday morning. So I actually recovered pretty well from the lack of sleep. So yeah, I did alright. I shall try and remember to take a look after the stream then, Matt. The Audi livery isn't out on F125 yet. I've just got a mod that I've had for like months. So that's obviously what I'm going to be using ready for this. Until we know like what the actual Audi is going to look like, which I guess is this evening. And then hopefully, maybe not tomorrow, but for like next week's streams, if there's like a new mod that goes up, then we'll take a look. We'll take a look. Yeah, add another bottle to the counter. Hulkenberg is 92 rated inside this series, but he did have a pretty good last season. We did win... How many races did we win in the end? 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, 7 wins over the course of the campaign. So, despite the fact we've still got a terrible car this season, I want to believe that we could still end up being a bit of a championship threat. We'll wait and see, but I want to believe that it could still happen this campaign. So, we've got 36 R&D. So I'm going to try and sim forward a little bit before we do like the video intro. And hopefully get more upgrades onto the car. I don't know how expensive upgrades will be for this car. I don't want to do any durability upgrades. 400 already work. We can't do anything. Bortoletto's already doing them all. I can't do anything, chat, before this first race. Bortoletto's busy doing everything for the team. Oh, yeah, driver moves. We spoke about that as well last week, didn't we? So, Stroll's gone to Red Bull, Tsunoda's been sacked, and Colapinto's replaced Stroll. Wonderful. That's it. Ready for Season 2. So, we're gonna clown on Stroll at a Red Bull. So, yeah, that's just insane. So, I better remember to talk about that as well when we get into this. Oh, I've got enough R&D. Already starting to lose my voice. That's not ideal. So hopefully that first upgrade will come on ready for Shanghai next weekend. So we have got upgrades already going then onto the car, which I guess is wonderful news. 220 miles, should be able to do that. ERS, we should be able to do that. 6 laps, I guess, yeah. And 8 championship points. That's quite a steep expectation, actually. But we had a pretty competitive car at the end of last season. Hey, welcome in, Carl and Kirk. I hope you're both doing very, very well. Can I please show you my camera settings? Can I do that in here? I'm pretty certain they're basically default. On-screen display, I don't know where they are. I never really changed it. I'm pretty certain it is just default inside the game. So that basically is what I run. Oh, I better remember race labs as well before I get any further. We'll do that quickly. Stroll versus Hulk for the 2026 title. That would be insane. Yeah, if you could manually sack... Well, that's why I started my other career mode over at Aston Martin. I was like, we'll just get rid of Stroll instantly from the game. What's the first game you plan to upload on 212 Retro? F1 2010 should be starting this week. I've downloaded the remastered version, so we should all be ready to go with that. I've tested out my wheel. There might be like a wheel settings video out first, which is honestly as much for me as it is for you guys, to make sure that I don't forget about it. But yeah. Formula Racer, welcome on in as well. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Right, are we ready to intro this then, chat? I should have got like some Audi merch or something for this series, but I'm rocking McLaren today again. Yeah, you got to be on the track, I believe, haven't you, to see your camera settings. F1 97, one episode is all I ask for. I'm sure over time I will dive in with like some really, really old F1 games as well. I just want to start with something I know I can play. F1 Championship Edition. Yeah, I mean, that game has beaten me up now for so many years. I should reign victorious on it at least once, and then never play it again. But that might have to come back, Charlotte. We'll wait and see. Have Audi released so much already? I haven't seen any of this. Right, let's do the video intro then, chat, so I don't forget. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome to Season 2 of our F1 25 Nico Hulkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend, of course, back in the land down under for the Australian Grand Prix. Obviously, a new team, a new arrival, a new beginning for Hulkenberg inside this game. Just like, of course, what he's going to be doing IRL in 2026. Sauber is gone, and Audi are into the fray. Of course, we're going to look at the car on track in just a moment's time, but I'm really, really excited to obviously kickstart this once again. I did make a little bit of an error, though. After last season's finale out in Abu Dhabi, where, if you watch that video, I might have bottled the end of that race slightly. I got a penalty on the last lap. That cost me P4 in the Drivers' Championship. I was going through, I was doing all the setup for Season 2, and I accidentally wiped every single upgrade we'd done. Luckily, I'd wiped everybody else's upgrade as well, with the exception of durability. So Sauber, or Audi I guess I should say now, have actually gone back to being the worst car in Formula 1. So we're going to have to rebuild from zero this season, which is really annoying because if you have a look at our progress history, we had one of the best cars come the end of last season. We have seen a dramatic fall-off in terms of performance. Now, other exciting bits and pieces, though, to take a quick look at. Driver moves. Stroll's gone to Red Bull. I don't know why. F1 25 is a weird little game. Stroll's gone to Red Bull, Tsunoda's gone to Job Centre, and Franco Colapinto has gone in to replace Stroll over at Aston Martin. So nothing particularly crazy, nothing particularly dramatic, but I guess Jack Doohan is still in the sport. Of course, my hope this season is that we can try and fight for a world championship. My hope, though, as well, is that you make sure you drop me a follow over on Twitch, because I'm normally live 4 or 5 days a week as well. Yeah, we're getting very, very close to 10,000 followers over there at the moment. A massive, massive thank you to everybody for their continued support on this series. Obviously, we won this race in dramatic circumstances last season. Can we do it again? Probably not. Chat, I think that's one of the better intros I've done in a while. What career are people thinking they'll do first with the 2026 DLC? I would assume most people will do Cadillac, if I had to guess. I would assume. Who's going to Alpine if Colapinto moved to Aston Martin? Doohan is still in this game. So Doohan has stayed at Alpine. Colapinto's come in as like a rookie, effectively. Hey, I didn't think we'd win in this terrible car last season, and we did. Anything can happen this season as well. Obviously, I don't need to worry about any of that. I think we're ready to go, chat. I'm trying to have a look at my accolades as well, because I do want to see if we can get Hulk to 99 rated. I need a podium in every single race. Sorry, I need a top 10 in every single race. I need half the races to be podiums, and I need to get another championship top 5. And that way we could get a few more accolades as well. Maybe we get Hulk to 99 rated inside this game. There's a couple of calendar tweaks as well, actually. We've got double Austria, double Silverstone, reverse Zandvoort, no Hungary, no Miami, and I can't remember what the other track we got rid of was. I think, no, it was just no Hungary, no Miami, because obviously we've got the 2 reverse tracks in, and then Zandvoort has been swapped with Zandvoort reverse. Right, let's go. Rolex 24 went quite well in the end. We finished P2. We could have had a win. But ultimately, yeah, unfortunately, we just came up short. Big Bash 54, thank you for the follow as well. Sorry I didn't see that one whilst I was doing the intro. Yeah, no podiums all season now. I'm just hoping we can score points basically every weekend. That's the goal. Dry! It's dry to start the season as well. I love F1 25 sometimes. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. We're confident the car will be competitive from the start of the season. Doubt. So we expect you to be racing near the front of the field. Are you having a laugh, Wheatley? We've got a terrible car. Absolutely terrible car, so I admire his optimism. I don't know why, but you always gave me the vibe of a guy that used Simucube rather than Fanatec. I've been on Fanatec gear now for like 7 years. This isn't even like my... I think I've got 3 Fanatec bases. It's where I play on like PlayStation and Xbox from time to time. I still run Fanatec gear. Will you watch the... I won't watch the Audi reveal live, but I'm sure I'll do like a quick video on Matt212 Shorts. Or Matt212 Motorsport even. With like my initial reaction. Right, we'll get the V2 Australia set up on. Obviously, no risk of weather. That is good news for us. So, Australia, V2, wonderful. Do I want to tweak anything with it? Probably. I might want slightly higher wing, just because the Sauber will be a dog. I'll probably want to look at the tyres a little bit, so I'll make a couple of tweaks as well. Just because, again, the Sauber will not be good on tyres early on. So I'm going to go like that. That all seems pretty good, though. We'll give that a whirl. Right, you ready for the first look at the Audi livery then, chat? Let's see how it looks. We can be world champion. I mean, it's a pretty clean livery, isn't it? Maybe Hulkenberg's helmet in-game doesn't suit it, but it's a clean livery, I always think. Right. Camera settings, yes, for the person that was asking. Settings, where do I go? Camera customization. There you go. 0. I have camera shake 0, camera movement 0, and therefore look to the apex doesn't work, because obviously we're not in cockpit cam. That's my camera settings. I never change it, unless it's awful, like by default on the game. I never change it. Yeah, I don't know if someone's done a mod for Hulk's new helmet yet. But if they do, then I will look to get that implemented as well. Much easier to replicate. I know a lot of people like try and change loads of stuff with it, but I just never really do. I get rid of like some of the camera shake and things like that. But apart from that, I don't really change much. Like, I understand if like you're at esports level of stuff doing have like a really high FOV or high or low FOV, I can't remember. That is useful. But for me, I don't care too much. Right, let's see how this Sauber feels, though. Obviously, it should feel not great. But Australia's normally a pretty easy track against the AI as well, so we'll see how we get on. Yeah, there's not a chance you ever get mods for F1 on console. That's one of the big reasons I finally moved to PC. I mean, so far, first race sim lap seems pretty good. Almost a second up. Ooh, don't get done for track limits. We did well. I didn't get a penalty in the first round of CS, so I was happy with that. So let's see how long that can continue on. I believe we're at Spa this weekend. Yep, still only durability, Bradson. I don't play cockpit because people don't tend to enjoy watching cockpit camera, is the main reason. It kind of, as a viewer, is not as great an experience, I find, a lot of the time. I have done a cockpit camera career mode before, and the views on that weren't particularly great either. But like I said, if I do like a Leo Fornarola's Road to F1 or something, then I might do it. I had debated doing like some of the Alex Dunn career mode today instead. But I thought, honestly, I was like, Audi livery reveal this evening. I was like, let's get a bit of hype up ready for season 2. There is no Cadillac, sadly. We are still running the 10 teams. I can't do that much modding, unfortunately. I reckon we could be looking maybe close to a top 10. Honestly, I try not to set too much expectation up for the first round of the season. Little mistakes, well, things like that can really upset the balance. I mean, last season I think we qualified about P17. And then still won the race. So we'll wait and see. Can someone start a position for Matt to become F1 commentator? I would love to do something like that. Yeah, the only livery change I've done is for the Audi. I'm not going to slap a load of mods on this career mode or anything like that. I'm still, obviously, spoiler alert, if you didn't watch the season finale of the VCARB Driver career mode, but I'm still a little bit gutted that I don't get to run the Miami livery this season. Because obviously we won the championship, so I'm moving to a new team. Pre-season testing should be out Thursday, with a bit of luck. But yeah, ultimately the Miami livery, we're not going to get a chance to run. Well, Leclerc and Ollie Behrman then, giving each other a bit of a push around the track. Obviously, Ollie Behrman, obviously no longer a rookie inside this series. So we'll wait and see what he can do with Haas once more. They had a pretty quiet campaign last season. Oh, you notice the dirty air still with these cars. So understeery through the final couple of corners. Especially when it's effectively default again. I mean, as race sim runs go though, chat, that's pretty good going to kickstart. Well, immediately, oh, ran the outside of both of them at turn 1. Beautiful. And I'll immediately invalidate. I cannot tell you where I move to in the driver career mode. That will be revealed on Thursday. You shall have to wait, I'm afraid. What brake stiffness are you using on the Fanatec? Brake force 30. I have got like a wheel settings guide on YouTube. If you type like Matt212 wheel settings F125, it should show up. Can we get a livery reveal on track? Do you mean, like, actually take a quick look at the car? Where do I replay, don't I? Can I look around? I can kind of look around. You can see it from the side. That's probably the best angle for this car, I reckon. I don't know if you can look at it from... Oh, where have I gone? You can see, obviously, it's... Yeah, obviously, I haven't made them livery or anything like that. It looks pretty cool, though, I think. The black and white and red. I think it looks pretty cool. Are you driving in Creator Series? I did that literally at the weekend. I literally drove in Creator Series on Saturday night. I had a pretty quiet race, annoyingly, but the fact that I scored points after doing 0 practice, I was happy with. Right, fuel management up next then. Got a Leica around the lap. This is basically Ferrari all the time. We have to use Leica. We have to use Leica. I mean, I'm hoping, therefore, because we've got so many durability upgrades on, hopefully we're not going to break down much. But it's not really... Durability upgrades basically makes no difference, as far as I gather in this game. You're going to have all of your durability upgrades done and the car can still break down. We only ended up with one, though, last season, if I remember correctly. That was obviously out in Shanghai. So hopefully this season, we get the ball rolling. We keep the durability up. We don't know what the IRL Audi livery looks like yet, do we? Hasn't been released. I thought it wasn't coming out till this evening. So we are also really, really close to 19,000 subs on Matt212 Gameplay on YouTube. Hopefully we're going to hit that during this stream with a bit of luck.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable
maybe a stupid question.
Well
is there a massive difference between a wheel and a controller? Yes, there is. I could not go back to playing on a controller on this game. It's just way more fun, I think, with a wheel. And F1 games now, they are a bit quicker on wheel than controller as well. Do I have any tips for learning no racing line? Matt212 setups on YouTube. I've got track guides for every venue on the game. Later on today, Monaco is getting updated. Right, let's go then. One final run. I believe this is tyre wear? Yeah, tyre management. So again, we can obviously take it fairly easy through the first sector. Make sure that obviously I gain a load of delta through sector 2 and then nice and easy through the final sector. Easy does it. Drag the car through. Yeah, I've done a couple of videos on a controller before. They don't go well. It's where I just never play F1 games on a controller anymore.
Temperature's so important for your tyres. Cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much. Not to mention recharging the battery.
Well, so far then, things looking pretty good actually down at Sauber. We smashed through the first couple of programs. Hopefully we'll smash through this final one as well. And then we'll be ready for qualifying. Again, just try and lift and coast that a little bit. Make sure I'm smooth with my steering inputs. Of course, there's no reason to be way up on the delta in this program. May as well just coast the car through. Drive it nice and smoothly, chat. Out of the final corner. It is going to be purple once again. Beautiful. Wonderful. There we go. All the R&D.
Complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage.
Matt212 did mention me in one of his videos recently. But I've known Nick for like 10 years, to be fair. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I think we've done everything, haven't we? There's not a chance I stay within 2 meters of the racing line for an entire lap because it's broken. So, good news, I think. I mean, what are we? We're third so far in practice. Quicker than Antonelli, slower than Hamilton and Russell. Could this be the year Lewis Hamilton becomes a world championship threat? I was hoping that durability upgrades would give more parts more rigidity. You'd hope so, wouldn't you? But they do absolutely nothing. Do I think I could drive an F1 car IRL without any practice or training? No, not a chance. Or maybe I could do like one lap, but my neck would be obliterated from the G-forces pretty much immediately. No normal human without practice or training or anything like that could, at like at any respectable speed, could drive an F1 car. Right, are we ready for qualifying then, chat? I think we are.
And that's it. Practice is officially over.
Hey, I look pretty
Until
quick.
Next time, goodbye.
Well, we put 0.8 of a second on Big G, so I'm hoping he can deliver a bit more in qualifying, but we'll wait and see. Right, if you're on Twitch then, you can bet your noggins right now. If you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Kick, come over to Twitch, bet some noggins, or, of course, let me know in chat where you think we're going to qualify ready for this race. Hulkenberg has now got 93 experience inside this game. Glorious. How long have you been playing F1 games for? I remember playing F105 on the PS2. In fact, I've still got it. That's how long I've been playing F1 games.
For the Australian Grand Prix.
AI is on 110. How did I remove all the upgrades? I accidentally selected the durability upgrades only. Like,
Okay,
what's it
radio
called at the
check,
end of the
radio
season?
check.
Like scenario, almost. And then didn't realise that it would delete all the other upgrades in the process. I haven't actually met Nick in person, I just knew him through YouTube. I basically knew a couple of people that worked with him. And that's how I kind of got introduced to him. The Golden Glue? Thank you for the follow. Oh, the Golden Eagle AU, sorry. Thank you for the follow. And B-Rock as well. Thank you for the follow. AR, yes, is set to 110. Right. We'll go out on the medium first of all then. We'll see what the pace is like. And then we might have to go out on softs later on. Let's just try and get a good, clean, tidy lap in first of all. That's goal number 1. Yeah, Golden Glue. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at pronouncing. The problem is as well, I'm always so worried that like people are going to try and throw like a pun into their name. But like try and like decipher it as I'm reading it. Like someone did like the most basic one trying to get me to say a very, very rude word at the weekend. But yeah, I saw straight past that one. But I'm sure someone will get me at some point.
We've been pushed down into P14.
Right, anyway, let's see what we can do. A little bit slippy slidey through those first couple of corners. Again, we are on the medium though, first of all, so I wouldn't expect them to provide peak grip. But they shouldn't be that bad around here either, he says. It's again, obviously, learning about how much ERS we can use, everything like that as well. So I've got to be a little bit careful with it. I wonder what qualifying time I did last season here. I wonder how we got on. Whoa! Slippy slidey. That's good though. Nice line through there. Again, don't cut it. Don't run too wide. On the anchors at the 100-meter board. Audi then. First ever qualifying lap coming up. How competitive are the Formula One's newest team? Get round our way through the final couple of corners. Easy, easy. Roll on that throttle. Hajar's done an 18.7. Doohan goes slower. We will do a 1:17.8. Slower than Bortoletto. But that's alright on the medium. We'll take it. Quicker than Lance Stroll. As Colapinto's gone quicker than Stroll, despite the fact he's in the Aston Martin. That's good going. I mean, Colapinto, to be fair, has gone quicker than Fernando. So that's actually very good going. The AI on F125 suck, Wayne. That's why. Like, F122's AI are much more difficult than F125's. I'd say 110 AI on F125 genuinely is probably the same as like 98 on F122. They suck. They absolutely suck. Changing your name to the Golden Glue. Oh, I'm sorry. So Verstappen's fastest then. Russell's not too far behind. Piastri third, obviously home race for him. Hamilton quicker than Leclerc. Where Bortoletto, yeah, half-tenth up on us. So we gained half-tenth sector 1. I gained a 2/10 sector 2. And lost, obviously, all of it and a little bit more in sector 3. Yeah, Colapinto quicker than Stroll. Antonelli down in P15. We're going to have to do another run. Gasly, Alonso, Lawson, Hajar, Doohan. All currently in the drop zone. Not a surprise. TGO, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Or T-God, sorry, I should say. I'm so bad at names today. What's going on? I'm worse than normal with names. Good heavens. What has happened to me? How does 110 AI compare to 150 AI on F1 Challenge? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. Right, we'll go back out then nice and late on. How much fuel? 2.9. No, I'm not. I'm going to give myself one chance. Ugh. P2 or P3? We'll wait and see. I don't need sunglasses to read. I will be even worse at reading names if I'm wearing sunglasses. F122 is a terrible F1 game. Easily the worst since 2015. Like, no joke. Right, come on then. Let's try and get a better representative in. Stroll's bumped us down the order, but he's still at risk. But as long as we can find, like, quarter of a second, half a second, we should be good. I mean, if we can get both Audis into Q2 immediately, that would be reassuring. Again, not much risk taken through turn 1. But yeah, just obviously using the little bit of extra grip provided to us. Easy, easy. Just got to be so patient with the front end on this car. It does not like to grip up. Then again, you kind of set up the car at Australia to be a little bit understeery as well. That's close. But we were brave and we got rewarded for it. Found a bit of momentum off the corner. Oh, there we go. Bortoletto's improved. Big G. Up comfortably then, so I think he'll be into Q2. I've just got to make sure I don't bottle it so we can do the same. We are, I believe, down to P15. Yes, we are. Colapinto goes faster. But still 3/10 up at the moment. Let's just gather it up. Keep it going. So Audi definitely will have one car into Q2 then. In fact, we might have both. Just depends on whether anybody else can find any more improvements there. It was a huge little moment. A huge little moment? I don't really know. Anyway, final couple of corners. Get the power down, nice and tidy. I said we needed somewhere between quarter and half a second. We're going to find 3/10 on the run to the line. I think we were safely through anyway. But that puts us 11th. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Yeah, Antonelli does seem to suck on this game. Oh, I need Delta. Sorry. There you go, chat. I forgot about that. I apologise. Bortoletto? Go on, son. He's gone 5th. Let's not forget this car sucks again. So Bortoletto up in 5th. What a lap. He must have had a slipstream or something. That's incredible. Fair play to him. Verstappen fastest, though, ahead of Russell, Piastri, Hamilton. Yeah, Bortoletto in a Ferrari sandwich. That's pretty incredible, actually. We squeezed by, though. So, Stroll made it through in the end. Antonelli made it through in the end. Colapinto made it through in the end. Alonso didn't. So, Franco Colapinto, on his return to Formula 1, casually puts 3/10 of a second on Fernando Alonso in Q1. So, it's going to be the Spaniard, both Alpines and both V-Carbs out. But we clearly have some speed. Lappy, thank you for the follow as well, mate. Welcome, 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 welcome. I don't know how you get so many driver moves. When I played Verstappen retires Season 2, then everybody else stays where they are. I mean, this season the driver moves are pretty dead. Okay, sometimes you get a bit lucky with them.
Radio check.
Radio check.
But other times, yeah, just basically no one goes anywhere. Sometimes it tries to throw Colapinto into the game, and then occasionally whoever you've replaced moves somewhere else. But yeah, it often doesn't do much. Welcome in Storywave and David. I hope you're both doing very well. Acknowledge me. You just matched your last year quality time. Did I? Really? Last year was a 1:17.505. And did I just do exactly the same? So how come everybody else is slower then? So people got... I didn't get better. The AI got slower since last season. That's good going, isn't it? That's impressive. Fly, thank you for the follow. I guess it depends on like where the AI gets slipstream and stuff like that. And who gets a slipstream is the other important one. Right, I'd love to make it out of Q2 on a single run, but I don't think that's likely. So we'll try and go again. My pedals are pretty good. I like them. I'm used to them.
We've dropped to P15.
Because that's how wheel rotation works, JH. You need to do it on both your wheel and in-game to get it to match up properly. But upping just your wheel rotation is going to make it more difficult to turn. Right, come on then. First run in Q2. We need to start pushing a bit more. Oh, come on. Need to absolutely start nailing these. I need to be down in the 16s, ideally. Oh, not hitting that curb again. Oh, too much of a blend through there. Completely came out of throttle. That's not ideal. Say, Australia's a weird one. You've got to be incredibly committed. Oh, I like that. Got to be prepared to really throw the car on the line. Risk it for a chocolate biscuit, as I like to say. But we were only a few thousandths of a second off top 10 in Q1. So we're definitely in the ballpark. As there you go, purple through that middle sector. Oh, don't remind, that was right on the limit. We got lucky there. That curb can often try and drag you out more. We're front lock up, that's okay. A few more corners to go. Let's try and nail it. Nice and easy. And the final turn. Oh, a bit of wheel spin, but we got away with it. Power down to the line. What's it going to be? 17.2 puts us sixth. Wonderful. That's pretty good going then. Happy with that. And that might be a straight into Q3, but I'm not optimistic for sure. Chris, thank you for the follow as well, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You need to have a look in your in-game settings as well then, JH. Either that or you've calibrated your wheel wrong. Nico Hulkenberg. What do I think of Norris winning the World Drivers' Championship? He did a good job right at the end of the season. You could make the argument that either him, Max, or Oscar deserved it. So, he got the job done at the end of the day. So, Lando Norris goes from nowhere in Q1 to suddenly 7 tenths clear of Esteban Ocon in Q2. Had we found another couple of tenths, we could have been up in third. But instead, we are close to the drop zone. I'm going to have to go again. Antonella's a bit further back, so is Colapinto and Bortoletto, but everybody else is too close for comfort. I'm going to have to do one more run just in case the AI improve. Or what I'll try and do is start a lap, see if enough cars go quicker, and then bail out if I can. Ocon is bizarrely OP on this game. Like, occasionally he just absolutely cooks. Usually he doesn't, but occasionally he does. Right, let's see if we can go again then. See if we can get Audi into Q3 on debut. Nice run out the final turn. Use a bit of battery on the run to the line. So all those little minute differences that can really, really help out. Half a tenth here, half a tenth there. It all adds up around the course of a lap. Or quarter of a second by the time we leave turn 2. God, that inside curb is Larry. That was a pretty good run. Not as good as last time round. We're purple sector 1, though. Okay. As it looks like we are right. We're in the drop zone. I've got to improve. Oscar Piastri now is down to 10th spot as well. This could be drama. Coming into Q1. Who will make it through and who won't into Q2? We've been way knocked down the order. As Bortoletto hasn't been able to deliver. We're still half a second up though, so as long as I keep it collected, we should be good. See what we can do through the final couple of corners. Will we get Audi into Q3 on debut, or will we just miss out? Only time will tell. Roll it through nice and tidy. Get the DRS open. Run to the line, half a second up. Surely that's in P2. Whoa! That's what we need. That's what we needed, chap. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that one. Oh, I mean, we barely made it, to be fair. I mean, look at that. 3.5 tenths between Lando and myself, and then 3.5 tenths between everybody else in the top 10. Verstappen out! Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion, is out, but Stroll made it. Oh, chat. Stroll's qualified in at least... Stroll's better than Verstappen, confirmed. That's incredible. Both Williams through, both Ferraris through. One McLaren out, one Red Bull out, one Mercedes out. This season, we're only in Q2 and this season is already cursed. I mean, how has Stroll put 0.5 tenth of a second on Max Verstappen in equal machinery? All along we thought Verstappen was like the king of Red Bull, the greatest Formula 1 driver. But no, all it took was a little known Canadian to immediately put him in. First race as well, let's not forget. Stroll's instantly put Max in his place. Yeah, I think we can delete the career mode now with that. I think we can get rid of it. Gutted the Bortoletto didn't kick on, but I think he used all of his sets of tyres in Q1. So he ended up, yeah, a long way out. But hopefully he might. I'm not convinced he'll fight for points today, but we'll wait and see. How do you start another Nico career mode when you just uploaded the Canadian Grand Prix? Because these streams are way ahead of the videos.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Right, effectively I've got one run in Q3. Although I guess I'll do a banker. Yeah, I'll do a banker on one of the old sets of softs. We'll do a banker, try and get a time on the board, and then we'll go for a big push. One run, basically. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, really chaotic Q2. Some good drama. That's what we like to see to kickstart the new season. Can't beat a bit of drama. This will be what it's like in Australia in just a few weeks. Ooh, pardon me. Oh, we've got a gaggle of cars behind us. Why is everybody starting a run? Oh, these tyres immediately don't feel as good. Oh, they're all pitting. Okay, that's alright then. Right, so like I said, this first run then is a bit more of an installation. Make sure I got my eye in. Obviously, gives us a Delta's chase as well, which is nice and useful. But we'll wait and see. I mean, both Haas cars are in Q3. Both Haas cars made it, but both Red Bulls, not... One Red Bull did, one McLaren did, one Mercedes did. But Ferrari did manage to get both cars through. Maybe this is Ferrari's season, chat. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe Hamilton and Leclerc can prove consistent enough to win them the Constructors. Only time will tell. I mean, again, we should be going purple through Sector 2. The AI sucked through there. This has actually felt like a pretty tidy lap so far. Like, for an old scrub set of tyres, this has felt really good. Until I did that. It's alright that we didn't invalidate. Whoa. Just feels bad through the final couple of corners, but you run the car so trimmed now that it's always going to struggle through the really high downforce stuff. Run to the line, though. Still a 17-2. Oh, we go last. That's a shame. I thought we were going to at least put ourselves quicker than 10th, but apparently not. Yeah, Stroll P6. Stroll wasn't better than Fernando in the first half of last year. He just scored some points and Fernando was a bit of a bottle job. But Fernando was still out-qualifying him every weekend. We are slower than Sir Lance, but I have got a slower car. So, Norris again is dunked half a second on everybody. Sainz third, both Haas in the top 5. What is this? This is incredible. Right, are we ready to go? I think basically, aren't we? Obviously, yeah, I'm running minimum fuel. That's fine. Right, let's go again then, one final time. The fact that we've already got Audi into Q3 is pretty much a miracle.
You've dropped to P10. You're fifth.
Chocolate ice cream is
now.
overrated.
Come on, let's go again.
I would say it's not my favourite type of ice cream. Ezra, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. And welcome to our final qualifying run. Right, we need to nail this, chat. I sense there's a good starting position on the cards. Again, use all that battery on the run to the line. Let's see how we stack up against the Delta as well on fresh tyres. Oh, missed the apex. Don't get done for track limits. That would have been bad. Imagine all that hype just to end up 10th. What happened to the front? Where's the brakes gone? I mean, Lando Norris at 15.5 is ludicrous. Trying just to do one downshift. Oh, it worked. We'll carry a bit of speed then out into the back straight. That's good. So Stroll's been relegated down to 8th. Russell down in 9th. Leclerc seems to have improved. They're not improving by much, though. Oh, come on. Get the rotation through the exit. We found another 10th. It's Sector 3, though, where we need to find a lot. I don't want to end up slower than Lance Stroll. Come on, come on, come on. Ugh. Use that inside curb, got away with it. I can't even look what we're up by yet until we get out of that final corner. Nudge the wall. We are going to find 6.5 tenths in the end.
Nice work, gents.
I got no idea where we are. 4th! I'll take it. I will take that. Yeah, at least we're faster than Verstappen. That's the most important thing, as always. I mean, that's pretty good going for Audi's debut.
Up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Well, that's got to be one of the most dominant qualifying sessions I've ever seen on this game. Lando Norris a second faster than anybody else. What on earth is that? Norris is going to dominate this season, chat. I can tell you that already. Hamilton will join him on the front row, though, so both Brits are looking out the front row. Charles Leclerc will line up 3rd ahead of Hulkenberg, just like our rivalry at the end of last season. Behrman ahead of both Williams and Esteban Ocon. Stroll in 9th. And George Russell all the way down in P10. Had we found another 10th of a second, we could have been on the front row of the grid. Had we found another second, I would have still ended up in exactly the same spot. That's ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Did any of you predict that correctly? I didn't see whether anybody got that one right. Yeah, we basically gained back everything in Sector 3. We could have been on the front row. We could have been on the front row. I mean, what's Lando done split-wise then? So he ran 26.5, 27.4, 21.5. We ran 21.8, 17.2 and 32. He went a second faster than us in Sector 3 alone. How on earth did he manage that? That's insane. Right, anyway, it's race time though, chat. You got to get your predictions in. Have a look at the audio Audi suits as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I've reminded everybody that we're better than Bortoletto. If I win this race for a second season in a row, I will be ecstatic. I doubt it, though. Is that a Club Sport DD Plus with a V2.5 steering wheel? It is a CSL GT DD with a V Formula 2.5X steering wheel. So close, but not quite the same. Right. Can I do any upgrades? I doubt it. Unless there's something... Perfect! I've just got the R&D. Look at that. I got none now. Clearly this game doesn't hate me. We're getting stuff done. It should bring us up a bit. We should go ahead of VCAR pretty quickly, I would hope. Yeah, we took an absolute beating with that R&D change. Are we doing after the race open lobbies? Probably not, I'm afraid. I don't tend to do open lobbies. How many career modes does this guy play at one time? 4 on F1 25, I think, at the moment. No, 3. I've got 3 driver career modes going at the moment. That's it. This, the V-Carb one, and the Haas one. Although that's probably slightly alarming that I can't even remember how many career modes I've got going. Maybe that's an issue in of itself. Right, I'm going to go fill up my drink, actually, chat, whilst we do the grid rundown. Give me one moment. I shall return. Tell me if there's any penalties.
Months of rumour and
Haas
speculation
RPG on
all
the main
come to
channel
an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hulkenberg, Ollie Behrman, and Sainz, Albon, Ocon, Stroll, and George Russell, Verstappen, Antonelli, Oscar Piastri, and Bortoletto, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Isaac Hadjar, and Liam Lawson. Doohan and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers to look forward to. But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break. So it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there and having some fun.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Chat, that was a nightmare. I leave. I go downstairs to get a drink. The postie arrives. The bin men have arrived. So I needed to go outside and get the bin back in. And then I had to gather up an Amazon order. Oh, I'm out of breath. I just had to run outside, leg it halfway down the road, otherwise my food bin was going to fly away forever. Eugene, thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Wait, I'm not muted. You're lying to me. I refuse to believe I'm muted. Oh, God, give me a second, chat. Right. Are we... So, Franco's got a penalty. Wonderful. Well, not wonderful for him, I guess. On debut. Did you leak the driver mode before you left? No. Kirk, the Haas career mode is on the main channel. We're like halfway through season 1. Ugh. Oh yeah, turn chat back on. Thank you. Right, so... Wait. Yeah, we qualified 4th, didn't we? That's fine. I was going to say. So you thought I was muted, but it was you. That's brilliant. Sim races when they finally touch grass. I do run. I try and go out once a week. I run with the dog. And then I walk her every day as well. So I do actually touch grass quite regularly. In fact, it was horrible this morning. Because it rained overnight, so it's just really boggy where I live. Right, strategy then. Should be a one-stop. Should be a pretty simple one-stop. I'm going to again put loads of fuel in the car because I assume this thing's got a drinking problem still. So we'll go 61.5 laps worth of fuel for a 58 lap race. Are we ready, ladies and gents? Let's do this thing. 5 red lights coming on then. Season opening Australian Grand Prix. Leclerc's on hards. 5 red lights. And Audi's F1 journey begins now with a good start on Charles Leclerc in towards turn 1. Look at Hamilton as well, trying to attack Lando Norris into that first corner. Hamilton, just like he did on Alonso all the way back in 2007, around the outside of a McLaren, down at that first corner. Brilliant getaway for Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris will have to follow in P2. We've got the jump on Charles Leclerc as well, so clearly starting on that inside line for turn 1. It was a good place to be through the first couple of corners there. Now we just got to try and settle down into a rhythm. And imagine if we could get Audi a podium in our very first race, I would be an incredibly happy man. Throw the car out into the back straight. I mean, we've got to take the opportunity early on to try and get Leclerc out of the DRS range as well. But we'll wait and see between obviously him and his ex-teammate Carlos Sainz as well. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton had a pretty quiet season last campaign. I'm trying to remember whether he even won a race. But immediately to the lead here in Albert Park, Australia to kickstart Season 2. What a getaway for him. What a getaway for us as well, though. Jumping Charles Leclerc immediately in that second Ferrari. So despite the lack of upgrades on the car, we still seem to be pretty competitive here. Gonna have to settle down into a rhythm, though, nice and early. Gonna have to make sure that we stay out of trouble. But will we have the speed to keep up with Norris and Hamilton? Only time will tell. Oh, come on. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, chap. Leclerc's already out of the DRS range. That's good. Generally, the backmarker cars, so Aston Martin and down, tend to get through a lot more fuel. The Aston Martin could be quite bad for it as well, because it's got slightly more downforce than most of the other cars as default. So the Aston Martin, in theory, yeah, should be even worse for fuel. Although, then again, on the other hand, the Mercedes engine isn't so bad for fuel. The Ferrari engine is the worst, I believe. Do you think Ferrari has a chance next year? Who knows? I mean, they literally said they made the car in the dark. That was their branding a couple of days ago, which doesn't bode well, does it? Already Norris as well, trying to apply some pressure to Lewis, but Hamilton, he's won this race before a couple of times. He's not going to give up against the McLaren man that easily. Oh, come on. Nice and easy. So, we're definitely a lot more competitive early on than we were last season. But this is what we're going to need. Consistency throughout the course of the campaign. Pick up points in every single race we can. As there you go, new fastest lap.
Keep this up. Well done.
Yeah, we've already got a 2-second gap then over Leclerc, so I have to wait and see whether his hard tyre gamble works for him later on. This is on 110 AI. Oh, come on. Get my microphone a little bit closer to me face there so it's not banging against my arm. Yeah, so, I mean, that's good early on, even if we just leave Lando and Hamilton to fight. As long as we can try and stick with them, this will be really reassuring. Chucking $100 on Kiwi World Drivers' Championship. Remember we were sipping margaritas in the Seychelles. I respect it. I'd love to see it. I don't think it'll happen, but I would love to see it. It's me, Leo. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Hamilton's going to get jumped by Norris. Can we try and follow Lando by? Oh, Lewis fancies banging wheels, but Hulkenberg's done it. We are up to P2 then, and well, will Lando Norris immediately get away? Just cannot let him out of the DRS early on. Through the final corner. Are we still in the range? I think so. Yeah, there we go. That's good. So we'll carry that down through the first couple of corners. Can I do a PS5 giveaway? If I had a PS5 to give away, then yes, but I don't, so I can't. I'm not going to do an Audi launch, livery launch stream. I didn't even know when they were doing it until I saw... I can't remember who it was that scheduled one out. But I saw someone earlier on saying they were going to be doing one. Oh, come on. Nice and easy. How do you ship delivery on the car? Mods. Shaq, thank you for the follow as well, mate. I hope you're doing well. Can I rate these 3 deliveries launched so far? Haas, Red Bull, V-Carb in that order. What is already clear, though, with just 3 liveries up, is that banning the kind of mostly carbon schemes works really well. A little bit of carbon fiber's alright, but having all these just black cars just hasn't really worked.
Okay, so
Captain, thank you for the follow.
9.7 seconds.
And DJ Little Terry, thank you for the follow as well. That's annoying. First warning of the day. Right, don't get a second warning. I mean, it is Australia. It's quite difficult. It is a track that really punishes you. But I've got to really try to avoid getting warnings. As Hamilton and I now are basically just trying to hang on to Lando. Lando made his mission very clear with that qualifying run, so we'll wait and see what we can do. Dinkle Slop. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're well. It's an interesting name. Oh, I could have got a run on Lando there. I thought about it, but I decided against it. Deshaun, thank you for the follow as well. We are getting closer and closer to 10k on Twitch, so if you're watching this somewhere else, and you're not already following us on Twitch, please do consider doing so, at Matt212. I'm hoping we can try and get to 10k by the end of this month, but we'll wait and see.
The car ahead's starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now.
Yeah, mods. It's only a single mod on this game. It's literally all I've done is an Audi mod. I haven't done anything else. Once we've got like all the liveries, I might do like an F1 26 mod career mode, but we'll wait and see. We are 129 followers away from 10k, chat. Come on. Haz, thank you for the follow as well, mate. I have done the F1 Fantasy mod as well. That was good fun. I was a little bit disappointed the views on that were pretty bad, to be honest, because it was quite a good fun mod. I think it was just a bit too separated from reality that a lot of people didn't enjoy it. But I don't know.
Oh. There's a big incident in front of
What's
you.
happened? Oh, one of the Aston Martins.
We'll update you in the pits.
I mean,
okay.
I've overtaken Lando. I guess that won't count, but a red flag then early on. No idea what's happened. But what that's going to mean strategy. Could a one-stop still be possible? Could we go from here to the end? I doubt it. I doubt it. We'll wait and see, though. Let's have a look.
Okay, we've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
Yeah, we'll take another set of mediums, then we'll see how far we can go on them. And then, obviously, I want to leave the set of hards just in case we get a safety car. Or something like that. 50 laps, though, on one set of tyres around here would be brutal. Absolutely brutal. So, not gonna try and hold out on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna get disqualified for overtaking under red flag. Thank you to everybody on YouTube as well for helping Matt212 gameplay get to 19k. So thank you over there. I've just spotted that out of the corner of my eye. Oscar Piastri and Barca fan, Sacred and Roaming. Thank you for the follows. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, let's go. Let's go again. Oh! Lando's on hards. We might be able to jump him. Nope, not with that start. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. In fact, we'll lose a spot. Can I defend from Sainz? Hello? What is Lewis doing? He's trying to ram him. Leclerc and Sainz will still need them to battle a bit further behind. That all got a little bit scary at the start.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, no. No. Ah. I thought we were going to crash into... Where's Leclerc come from sideways? What is that? Leclerc's just drifted across us. We've got a tiny bit of wing damage. That's been a terrible restart. But... Oh, how will that... Oh, that's a second warning as well. Damn it. Oh, chat, the first start went so well. No idea what Leclerc was doing, drifting across us like that, but Ferrari have made their mark once again, and we have paid the price. I mean, we were lucky we didn't cut down one of Leclerc's tyres with that moment. Front wing damage hopefully shouldn't be too bad, but I might take a new wing when we pit. It might be that we try and do a slightly early pit stop against the rest of the field. We'll wait and see. I mean, he's still drifting.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Yeah, it's okay at the moment, Mark. It's not the end of the world. Still a long old way to go. Just got to settle back down. But from the moment where I thought we might be able to jump Lando Norris to losing a place and having wing damage, that's not been great for a restart, even by my standards.
Now enabled DRS. DRS is now on.
Although we recovered well in Qatar last season, we still got a podium in the end. I think McLaren were just too quick that weekend, but we got past everybody else after we pit on lap 1. Oh, come on. Yeah, I got my second track limits warning as well. So I've got to be really, really careful heading out into the back straight. I think it was as much about the car's tyres being a little bit cold there as anything else. But Leclerc does not seem to have the pace against Lewis and Lando. So we'll wait and see as to how he hangs on. I've just got to make sure I stay in the DRS range of Leclerc. So there you go. Hamilton swooping back up then into the lead of this race. So Ferrari really do have some good pace here. And Lando Norris, obviously without the help of his teammate, is going to be, potentially a bit defenceless on occasion. And we'll wait and see though. Oh, come on. So it looks like Ocon as well. He's already dropped out of the DRS range of Carlos Sainz. Luckily, again, I've barely stayed in the range of Leclerc. It might well be that I have to work with Sainz, actually, as well.
Gap to your teammate
Yeah, Bottle Job 212 is back.
3.7 seconds.
Absolutely. Like I said, I thought I was going to hit the back of Lewis, but avoided him and then just tried to get back on with it. And the amount of kind of how unlucky that was that Leclerc was drifting there at that moment is kind of mad, actually. Oh, come on. I don't want to be draining all my battery, but I've got to try and stay in the range. Oh, I'm lucky not to get a warning. Come on. I need Leclerc to be at the DRS range of Lando. That's the other goal. I've been lucky to meet a few F1 drivers. I've met Bottas, I've met Zhou, I've met Hakkinen and Coulthard. I think that's it. Oh, come on. Hey, welcome to the stream, Phil. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, I think we've lost the DRS that time. Yeah, I think we're going to have to work with Sainz this stim. We can just try and hang on to the back of the Williams, man. I think early hopes of a podium might be dashed already, chat. We'll wait and see what we can do. We'll let Sainz through. We're just trying to hang on to his coattails for a little while. I mean, the Williams, man, to be fair to him, running up in P4. Williams have kick-started the year pretty strong.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a warning then for the dumbest corner cut in the world. That would have been hilariously bad. I mean, that corner should still be flat out.
Okay, Nico.
Thought that was the engine then.
At the moment. Please try and look after them.
Genuinely thought that was the engine going pop already. That would not be a good start to the season. Braking was cornering. It's a Formula 1 car, you can do that to a certain degree. easy, but you can do it a little bit. The F1 games do allow quite a lot of kind of lateral grip when turning and braking. They're pretty good in that regard, pretty forgiving. Yeah, I think the top three are gone early on. Wait and see, you know, another red flag, another safety car, anything like that could obviously open up the door later on. But as Hamilton now trying to stretch his legs up at the front of the order, that lap we were 2 seconds slower than the Ferrari. I reckon only a second of that is, well, my lack of talent, as proven there. Yeah, I'm staggered you still can't get rid of 3-second track limits penalties in the pit lane. It would make so much sense, because you can do it IRL. It's just one of those things in the F1 games they've just never fixed. Which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, like I said, my goal this season is just try and score points regularly. Like, with 110 AI, unless we get really unlucky or I do something catastrophically stupid, there's no reason I can't be scoring points basically every weekend.
No need to worry about the
King
tyre conditions
Kitty,
now.
thank you for the follow.
Everything's looking good.
I hope you're doing well. Gotta try and get that nose rotated. Gotta try and force the front end into the corners. Norris, I mean, they're just trading DRS, aren't they? That's why they're so quick. Mods for the game, Daily Focus.
By about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
Just a very, very simple drag and drop mod on F125. I gotta be so careful with that wall. Otherwise, we're gonna start picking up front wing damage. Yeah, unfortunately you won't be able to do it on Xbox. I know for the last few games there was like an Audi mod livery you could get, wasn't there? Or not a mod, like in-game, but they haven't done it for F125. I don't know whether Sainz is slow or just not fast enough. Like, it seems as soon as Leclerc's got passes, it seems like Sainz is just really struggling. I mean, apparently I'm just going to overtake him there.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
I don't know, we'll wait and see. Kind of feel like we're going to be no quicker than him if I get in front once he's got DRS. I think just the DRS is super OP here, to be honest. That's going to be the problem. And trying to get back in the range of those guys in front, especially when we're on these tyres still, is going to be tough. So what I might do is pit around lap 20, try and get a big undercut on the top three, and then pray that we can hang on towards the end.
4.6 seconds.
I mean, the front wing damage isn't awful, but it's not ideal. The Audi announcement, I believe, is about 6 PM UK time tonight, I want to say. But I could be wrong. I would assume Audi will do a huge presentation. I can't imagine it's going to be speedy.
The Ferrari driver's just moved into first place.
Well, there you go. Lewis back into top spot. Mark clearly thinks Lewis is Voldemort. Can't say his name. Congratulations, Sosa! Hamilton is not at McLaren in this game. Yeah, this is the thing, innit? I can get back past Sainz, but I just can't get away from him. So I think we've just got to keep working together a little bit. Obviously, that Williams, we know, is very, very good in a straight line. Yeah, so I might box... I don't know. I could try and box like lap 20. That'll give us a 40 lap run. Would it be impossible? We'll wait and see. I mean, we're not losing much to the front runners anymore. The Red Bulls, Verstappen got out-qualified by Stroll. And I got no idea, kind of, I just don't think they've got much speed round here. I mean, the fact that Verstappen ended up out in Q2 I think they're all just stuck in a bit of a DRS train behind Ocon. Come on. Ah! Track that you do the most bottles at. Baku, maybe?
Okay, gap ahead, 5.0 seconds.
Oh, that could have been a warning. Got away with that one. Yeah, we're definitely still losing ground to the guys in front, though. So we're on a bit of a defensive journey at this stage. Thank you for the follow as well, Daily Focus. Where on earth am I going? Yeah, it's not been the ideal restart to this race.
Norris has just moved into
But like I
first
said, a
place.
safety car, a red flag, anything like that, it could all still come back in our favour. But ideally, if I want to get a second red flag, I want it to be soon. Before I pit. And then we'll try and take halves to the end. Yeah, we're not even really pulling away from Ocon anymore. Sykes and I are still in a bit of no man's land, but I'll have to wait and see whether Ocon starts reeling us back in. Ugh. That's too much curb through there. I've got no plans to go to Silverstone at the moment. I've got a wedding to pay for this year, so I think a Grand Prix might sit on the back burner for now. Ugh. Sykes. Come on, we can be friends. Oh, actually, Ocon, to be fair to him, has got away from everybody else. Race strategy is pit quite soon, go to hard, try and take him to the end. But safety cars, red flags, anything like that, could really change up the order. Don't get a warning. I mean, the tyre wear, yeah, is quite steep, actually, with the damage. Already dragging the front tyres through the corners. I am getting married this year.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.9 seconds.
Yeah, Matt no pace, second stint at CS. To be fair, I'd done exactly 0 practice for CS. And quite clearly, quite a lot of them had. I said prior to the season it was going to be an absolute disaster, announcing the full calendar. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Ricky and Lolly, but they're not that fast. Lolly can be, I guess. But they sweated that out so much. I am getting married this year. What Grand Prix am I looking forward to seeing you to in 2036? Probably the Mars Grand Prix. The second race on the moon, that should be good fun. I like the new track they're doing there. Not sure how I feel about the Venus Grand Prix, but, you know, kind of understand they got a lot of the money at the moment. So it makes sense. I'm such a dick, chat. Races I'm actually looking forward to this year. Maybe the new Madrid circuit, if it ever sees the light of day. Oh, here we go. Thanks again. Oh, I overcommitted there. Just about get it stopped though. Yeah, I'm just worried we're going to keep bunching everybody back up. Exactly. No podium in CS, but I did get a podium at Daytona 24. I know which one I'd rather have. Yeah, I will not be streaming my wedding. Someone had actually already asked me that, and last 212 went categorically no. Which I don't blame them. We're having a fairly low-key, small wedding anyway. Ugh. Yeah, so I think we'll try and give it a couple more laps and then I'll pit.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a
I mean,
long way to go in
Sainz,
this race,
every
though, so keep
single
your head
straight,
down.
he just has a bit of a sniff. I can't actually do anything. We aren't eloping to Gretna Green. Where is that? I recognise the name. Is that like the border town up in Scotland? Am I right in saying? Yeah, it is the border, isn't it? Yeah, because the age you get married in Scotland was 16, wasn't it? That's why people went there. Luckily, I'm 18, so I can get married. Well, both of us are 18. I should specify. Well, I'm 25, and Matt212's 22. So we can get married.
So
Ugh!
car ahead.
What are you doing, Sainz? There was never a move there, and now he's picked up damage. For God's sake, Carlos. What are you doing, you hooligan? Well, I guess that's given us a bit of a gap again over Ocon. Matt doesn't even know his age. I'm 25. I know how old I am. A legal defence? Sainz put his nose in a gap that was always disappearing. He's not pit though. Oh, poo! Damn it, chat. Right, we're gonna take a new wing. Get your bottle emojis in. That's shocking. God, I'm making a real hash of this, aren't I? How is Sainz still holding off Ocon? Where am I going? Right, yeah, we'll dive in.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I mean, if Sainz can still keep holding up everybody else, top 4 is definitely still on the cards. I'm not no spring chicken. I'm old. I'm washed up. I'm a has-been. Did Ocon get damage, or was that Sainz? I thought it was Sainz that we had contact with, but Ocon seems to have completely fallen down the order. Retire then. Yeah, just retire from the first race. Thanks, guys. See you soon. I mean, maybe, to be fair, like I said, the goal is to try and see if we can get a bit of an undercut on the top, guys. I've got a new wing going on, haven't I? Yes. Thank the Lord. That would have been terrible then. Unk212. This feels like a slow stop. 7.6 actually is not bad going.
Go.
We're not going to be too
Perfect
far off the
job
back of
from
the
you.
pack
Well
either.
done, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Right, goal from now then, chat. Get to the end. Oh, that pit lane exit is horrible. Why can't they just do like a little cut through on T1? So you can actually kind of get out of the way of cars on the racing line, but also get on with it, build up some momentum. He's so much better. Yeah, if we get a safety car now, wheels coming off, I'm raging. I hope not. Like I said, the goal now is set some good consistent lap times and just stay out of trouble. Eugene would never say that, Dart. Absolutely never. Hey, the Aston Martins aren't having a particularly good day either. Colapinto's down in 16th. Alonso's done alright though. He's recovered up a bit. I think he's in 14th. And this... Wonderful. This shouldn't be a particularly good track for Aston anyway. That's a good way to put some temperature into new tyres. How much time did I lose from that? Great undercut.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Right, what was the tyre wear? 3% that lap, and that was mainly because of the spin. We should be able to get these to the end. That's the goal. Play the long game. I mean, Ferraris versus Lando at the front is pretty good going so far, isn't it?
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
I don't think it's a good track for me based on this race so far. Give it time, chat. We've got a lot to learn about the new car. We're not even halfway through the race yet. A lot can change. We'll be fine. I pit. That's why. I mean, this lap we're going to take about 3 seconds out of doing. Well, I know it's not the greatest benchmark in the world, but still 3 seconds. Right, it will be interesting though when others pit. Yeah, there's still plenty of time for more bottles. This is not pre-recorded. I'm live right now. Or maybe I say that when I've pre-recorded a video from time to time. So you guys never know. I mean, we just got to make sure I carve my way through these back markers pretty quickly. There's an online calculator for F1 AI difficulty where you key in like a couple of time trial laps and it gives you an idea of what you should be running. Yeah, if all 19 of the other cars crash, chat, I will win. Food for thought. Right, well, say Alpine don't look like, well, Alpine and V-Carb look pretty disastrous, don't they, so far? Especially with how well Bortoletto did. It could well be that these two are the back marker teams. As Hajar and Lawson are just having a squabble and doing stuff behind it all. Right, how quickly can we navigate them? That's one. Can I get some
Brilliant.
DRS?
Nice move. Keep
Thank
going.
you. Oh, how on earth did we slow that down after Hajar tried to put me in the grass? There we go, I got two of them down in turn one. What kind of a defense was that from Hajar? He just saw me there and just slowly started to try and shuffle me out. Right, come on then, DRS. Lawson surely is going to be a sitting duck. I love this game, man. What is that?
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Why are they just moving across all over the racetrack? Yeah, I got more wing damage. For God's sake! Maybe that's not as bad as the first one. I even lifted out there to try not run into the back of him. But they just move all across the circuit. We can't give up though. We've got to definitely hope for another safety car.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 13.1 seconds.
As races go, as season openers go, this isn't the best. Not the worst, but isn't the best. I literally said like 3 laps ago how I need to try and carve through the AI quite cleanly. That hasn't gone well. Mainly because the V-Carb drivers are plum sacks. Yeah, Lewis and Lando seem to be... Well, one of the Ferraris seems to be checking out. The other one seems to be on the back foot a little bit. I mean, it was always going to happen, wasn't it? Last season's race here, we had no pace. 1. This season's race, we'll have pace and probably... I mean, I'll be happy if we score a point with the way this is going. But we could end up still with a mechanical failure, and then all of this will have been irrelevant. You just never know. Yeah, we might have won this last season. I mean, to be fair, a 21-1 with wing damage and no DRS is actually a pretty decent lap. So I think we've still got some speed. I'm hoping the damage this time round isn't as bad. But obviously it will affect the tyre wear as well and everything like that. So it might well that we pit again towards the end. We'll see how we get on. Lawson moved across me. That's what happened this time. I mean, we're still definitely going multiple seconds a lap faster than most people. So it's not the end of the world. Like I said, this season, what we've got to be better at as well is even when things don't go my way, is me. There was too many races last year where I wouldn't score points or I'd finish like 18th or DNF or anything like that. What we need to do this season is rather than a DNF, we get like a 9th or a 10th place finish. Get a point or two. Because they do all add up. Especially if Verstappen isn't going to be as OP this season. I mean, he's way down the order today. We could still genuinely beat Max. Which, after front wing damage twice so far, not even halfway there yet, I would honestly take. I mean, we could still take this set to the end, for all I know. I have to wait and see what the wear's like. Hell's King, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I'm not using SERPs. Actually, I might be.
Okay, here's the
I
gap
can't
that we're
remember.
trailing the car ahead by. 2.2 seconds.
Ooh. Yeah, the front wing damage definitely isn't as bad as last did. Or maybe it's the fact I'm on much faster tyres than the AI. I don't know. We'll wait and see. $122 followers left to 10k. We're getting there. If you are enjoying the stream, despite how badly I'm driving, please do consider dropping us a
Pulling out
follow.
a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Yeah, we're making up good progress still. We're on fresher tyres than the AI, but if I can still get these to the end, we might still have a chance. Like I said, I've just got to make sure we don't get another pen. We can get a good run, but this thing has got good straight line speed. As I mean, Big G's almost inside the top 10 as well, I believe. I think he might be 11th? I'll wait and see. It's just then when you're in the dirty air of the car in front, how much the front end washes. I mean, you can see even there, though, on the brakes, how much grip we have. To the inside of Colapinto, that's a bit risky up on that curb, but I've made it through. Wonderful. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sainz still wounded, isn't he? So he's been slowing other cars down. That might explain some of why we've been closing in so much. And why the field is so spread out. Why isn't Sainz pitting? Oh, don't brake too early. Come on, Pierre! What are we doing? Oh! I'm gonna have to send it. On Carlos as well. I'm there. We've done it. Double overtake. Wonderful. Could not afford to waste any time behind Sainz. Yeah, that might explain some of the advantage we've had, is I forgot Carlos Sainz was still limping around. One in the range. Oh, so close. Yeah, so now everybody else is a bit more strung out up in front. Timeout Bratson. Is golden mod a thing? Surely not. Matt McMahon. That's a scary, scary idea.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Yeah. Right, we're back in the range of Fernando. So after a short, I mean, to be fair, both Fernando and Max got out qualified by their teammates. So it was just a fairly shocking qualifying up and down the order. But I would have thought Fernando Alonso, he would have been hoping for better things from today. And it's hopefully about to get worse for him. Oh, nice move right at the last moment.
Okay, Nico. Right, that front wing damage is going to hurt us. We've really got to look after it now.
That's fine, Mark.
Put everything into protecting that front wing, please.
Absolutely fine at the moment. I mean, you can see through there how much easier it is to rotate the car.
Okay, gap to the car ahead.
So I don't think the wing damage is
1.6
as bad as it was last time. But let's just keep pushing. Hey, thank you very much, Quentin. I appreciate it, buddy. The other Alpine driver in this series is Jack Doohan. Bit of a shame to see Behrman struggling so much after a brilliant qualifying. I would love to win this race, it's just highly unlikely. Because Ferrari and Lando Norris are way too fast. Thank you for the follow though, CM Punk, I appreciate it. Right, come on. Get the power down. Oh, there you go, Verstappen's in. First picture of the day. That's going to promote Big G up inside your top 10.
So your ERS is running a bit low.
I mean, first picture aside from us.
Changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate. Or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
Oh, every time they do that, you look to the inside, so they just swing across right at the last second. Right, get in the range of Bortoletto. Use him. Drag me, Big G. Wonderful. I mean, it's so important, the DRS around here. Like, it's insane. Sonoda's been sacked. Sonoda's at Job Centre. Oh, has one of the Ferraris pit? And yet they've still come back out in third. That's quite impressive. Yeah, we're definitely, unless we get like a late red flag, we're definitely not getting anywhere near them. But I guess they're trying to undercut Lando, who is staying out another lap. Would have been nice to know which Ferrari had pit, to be fair. Big G is not pitting, although he's also on hard. So Stroll's in. And that second Red Bull. So both Audis then into the points for the first time, I believe, today. Gotta try and get a run though on Big G. Don't come together with our teammate in Audi's first race. To the outside. Give him room. There you go. Beautiful. Right, let's push on. I mean, I'm happy to try and drag Bortoletto along with us if he wants. If he can keep up with us. But I assume he'll pit fairly soon. Yeah, Lewis might have boxed early. I mean, we don't even know if it was Lewis that kept up with Lando. It could have been Leclerc. But you guys might be more aware during this race than I am. I think, yeah, Australia is likely not going to be that great a Grand Prix because everybody will be conservative with their, like, manual override and everything like that. Don't expect the first race of new regs to be that great. But everybody will just be looking to try and get to the end. Oh, there you go, Bortoletto's in.
Okay, Gabriel's in the pits. Gabriel is in
So
the
he's
pits
basically
now.
half and halving the rest of this race. Oh, Verstappen, 120.1. The Dutchman's still got fire in his tummy. So he could still be a threat by the end of the afternoon. Well, probably will be. To us, I should specify, not to the front runners. They're still long gone.
Okay, mate.
Where on earth was the car there?
But let's not worry about it. Get your head down now, chin up. And let's
Oh yeah, there you go.
right
That's
to
more
the
damage.
flag.
We're gonna have to pit again.
Brand new race strategy on your
It just
MFD.
didn't turn.
Go and check it out.
What was that? I've still got another set of new mediums though, so we should be able to take those to the end. This race, I tell you what, last season, absolute banger. This season, shocking. Yep. Yeah, there's a wall. But you see that though, it just didn't bite. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to pit now. So where did Bortoletto come back in? Oh, where am I going? So we're probably going to come out behind that little gaggle, aren't we? I mean, this has not been the start Hulkenberg would have wanted. Racing for the new big German team. I predicted Antonelli first place in Australia. That would be wild. Antonelli winning the season opener would be incredible. Yeah, we gotta aim for points still, chat.
Okay, go, go, go.
Definitely still
Perfect
doable.
Job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy.
Oh, I'm gonna come out
complete.
such a gaggle of
These tyres
cars.
through to the end now.
Come on. I mean, we're down to P17. We got fresher tyres than most. Can I get one wing that I keep on the car for an entire stint without damaging it? That's the ultimate question. I'm slightly concerned as well, no one's had a mechanical failure yet. That would be proper Matt212 vintage. Right, let's go. Send it. Big G has luckily escaped this group, which I guess is good for him. Who will be our first retirement of the season, chat? That's the ultimate question. Oh, nice run on Pierre. We just have not got the top end speed though against him by the looks of it. I don't think Lawson's pit again, so everybody's trying to get around the V-Cups. I'm following Behrman. Oh, look at that for a move. Round the outside of Liam Lawson. Got to be opportunistic with it. Hajar's diving in immediately. He doesn't fancy the smoke. That was genuinely quite a decent move, if I dare say so myself. Let's get Behrman as well, then. Wonderful. Right. Almost back in the points immediately. This is not the end of the world. Yeah, the fact Max Verstappen is currently 0 for 1 in qualifying against Lance Stroll. Maybe I'll never do round 2. We'll just leave Stroll there as in equal machinery, always better than Verstappen. Oh, no, we haven't got yellows. Ignore me. I should be able to get Alonso down this next straight. I'll just try and charge at the pack a little bit. Yeah, I owe Audi quite a lot of money in front wing damage. What can I say? Oh, Alonso went out of track limits there. If I did that, that'd be a penalty. Ah! Thank you. He doesn't want to give up with it. He's going to have to, though. Verstappen into the 119s now. A bit further up, so... Clearly, he just tried to give McLaren and Ferrari a bit of a chance today. Although Ferrari now 1-2 and gone up at the front. Can we set a new fastest? I doubt it. But we'll try out the final corner. Oh, yes we can! Look at that, 1:19.6.
Fastest lap of the race.
So clearly we have still got the speed. Yeah, one of those Ferraris is going uber long. They still should come out in a decent spot. I don't really want to drag Fernando along for the rest of the afternoon if I can avoid it, so we'll wait and see. Yeah, Nico fasted Lappenberg. Yeah, apparently Hulkenberg even might get 50,000 euros per bonus point. Who knew? Yeah, I mean, looking at the pace, though, maybe we wouldn't have been able to keep up with Hamilton or Lando or Leclerc anyway. But we'll wait and see. Yeah, Ferrari's strategy is a slower car will bring better tyre wear. I mean, whichever Ferrari has already picked is gone. If that's Hamilton up front, that is the perfect way for him to start the season. Leclerc usually kicks on strong in the second half of a campaign, but for Lewis, he needs to build momentum early. Right, come on, Big G.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Let's go. Right, I'm in the DRS. Wonderful. I've no idea yet. No idea what position we'll finish this race. We'll have to see what the pace is like, how well the mediums hang on towards the end. Oh, we got a big run. We got a big run. Don't crash. Done it. I was a bit aggressive, but I've done it. Right, I'm happy, like I said, to drag Bortoletto along with us. If he can keep up, I'm happy to try and bring him past Ocon and try and get Audi a double points finish on debut. I wonder if Sainz ever took his front wing damage. Oh no, too busy reading chat. Lucky not to get a warning. Hey, welcome in, Andre. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 5.7 seconds.
The Audi is a mod. So it's PC only. The other McLaren, one of them, Lando Norris is second. Oscar Piastri is running like fifth, I think. But Oscar is still my big championship rival, apparently, according to the game. So I do need to try and beat him if we can. So we'll wait and see. But will we find out which Ferrari that is that's just finally pit? I don't know if they'll get jumped by enough cars. No, they won't. They're going to come out in fourth, though, so I think Ferrari are on for a double podium. We got to say, like I said, I reckon my goal is to try and get back to Piastri. But Antonelli's going to soft tyres, okay. He's going to be flying along, but 20 laps on a set of softs? That seems brave, if you ask me. Very, very brave. Yeah, it might be that the other Ferrari's gone to soft tyres as well.
So the car ahead's come in and fitted a soft tyre.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. It's great when this car's got the grip. When you've got the confidence through the front end, it is still pretty quick. I reckon our goal might be to try and get within Antonelli's DRS and then use him to drag us along a bit. Because I think Ocon's going to be a bit of sitting duck. I hope Stroll is a bit of a sitting duck. We'll see if we can try and beat those guys. And then it will be a question of how well does the tyre hang on. But, yeah, trying to go quicker than a Mercedes on 10-lap fresh to soft compound tyres is not going to be easy. Although I guess it's now a battle of the Germans, isn't it? Mercedes versus Audi. This is going to be something fascinating to see next year. Or this year, I guess I should say. Maybe not this year if they're not that close on performance. Come on! I mean, even still, with all the drama, this race has flown by. Already up past 2/3 distance, but then again, Australia is a pretty quick Grand Prix anyway, isn't it? In F1, so... I mean, we're not losing much against Antonelli. In fact, we're barely losing anything against him, so we're both closing in on Ocon pretty rapidly. My sister does still have the cat that stares at walls. It doesn't tend to stare at walls that often. It likes to stare at their green bin outside. It just goes outside and will sit there staring at its reflection for like an hour, and then come back in. Whoa. Ooh, okay, Piastri's cooking. Oh, he's been getting the slipstream off of whichever Ferrari pit, didn't he? So that Ferrari then, if they can't get away from Piastri, is in real trouble. The animals of the 212 family are alright. Dog 212 was decent on her walk, bless her, but it was incredibly boggy everywhere we went. And she doesn't like getting showered at the end of a walk. Well, not showered, I hose her off outside, I should say. But you basically get her home, and she's like, yay, I get to go inside in my bed where it's warm. Why have you got a hose? And then you go, come here. And she literally just looks at you and goes like this, she goes... And like, steadily inches over. At like, the slowest possible speed known to man. Like, you're not really gonna do this to me, are you? But you are. Otherwise she'll smell. Yeah, looks like Lando and whichever Ferrari are at the front are battling out again. If you come over to Twitch, someone can give you the Discord link. Oh, yellows! Who's binned it? Oh, Albon! Why is that not a... It's a red flag! Another one! A second red flag of the day! I don't know if that helps or hinders us. I guess that's not the end of the world, because it means we can bolt on a set of softs and be quick. I'm not going to give the dog a bath. Not like, unless she's rolled in something. I'm not going to give her warm water. She's not worth it. Plus, she's got that very insulated coat. So she doesn't need that. Yeah, I can't really wash a Labrador in the sink.
Right, this is a good chance to change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to.
Right, well, we're going to have 14 laps to go then, chat. On a set of the soft compound tyre. Or I could use a dead set of mediums, apparently. Or, yeah, a hard set or even more dead. So we're going to try that then. Obviously, we did use them in qualifying. But effectively now, this race has become a 4-stop strategy. Which is kind of crazy. Captain Bedyan, thank you for the follow, mate. I hope you're doing very well. Why are you all so upset with the fact that I don't wash the dog with warm water? She doesn't care. She does the same... Actually, to be fair, I'll tell you, chat. Once, when I lived with my parents, they'd gone away for the weekend. So I walked her and she got absolutely filthy. So I put her up in my shower upstairs. She still did the same thing. Of like, no, I can't possibly do this. I'm gonna die of cold. She does exactly the same thing whether the water's warm or cold. She's just a wuss. Like that's the thing. Daisy is just a wuss. Right, anyway, let's get on with this. We need a good clean start. I need to focus in. I need to lock in. We need to drive fast. We need to drive cleanly. I cannot get more wing damage towards the end of this race. No, she's a chocky lab. Right, come on then. Let's do this.
Like deja vu here, but it's a good opportunity to get this start spot on. Come on.
Lights out and away we go once again. And hopefully we'll get the jump on Antonelli immediately. No, we will not. Antonelli's going to try and cover me off. Albon. Obviously, after bringing out that red flag. Whoa! Antonelli? There was never a room there to the inside of Esteban Ocon, but he's made it work. He won't get the run off the corner, though, so he's going to be on the back foot anyway. Don't hit, don't crash, don't crash. Don't get front wing damage, please. I do not want to get more wing damage this late on. Because right on the outside of Antonelli will go. And there we go, back up into P9 of this race. So, obviously got to play the strategic game with the penalty. But, yeah, whoever the top two were earlier on, that McLaren and Ferrari, Max Verstappen now to the lead of the Grand Prix. How on earth has he done that? Verstappen to the front. A crazy, crazy banzai move by the Dutchman then, and out of nowhere. Red Bull were nowhere on Saturday. The Dutchman seems to have found some confidence in the car, and he is now leading the Australian Grand Prix. Can we get a run on Esteban Ocon down at the end of the back straight? I'm going to have to try and send it on the Frenchman. And there we go, up then into P8 then, off of this restart. If I finish here, even with the penalty, I would honestly probably take it the way this race has gone. Leclerc's down to 5th, so it was Hamilton versus Norris that were battling earlier on. But we've got just over 10 laps to go. DRS is everything.
DRS has been enabled.
You can
DRS
never
is
count
now
out Max
enabled.
Verstappen. He just always finds a way to bring himself back into the picture. He might now romp away from Lando, we'll wait and see. We've had 2 red flags in this race. I've had to make 2 extra pit stops as well. So it has been a pretty chaotic season opener. But we'll see what happens in these last few laps. Russell looks to be trying to push, but he's struggling a little bit. Stroll as well, they're just trying to hang on. I cannot get another pen. A 3-second penalty is manageable. 6 seconds would pretty much consign my fate. Dog 212 deserves better. Let's get off the Dog 212 conversation. She'll get too confident. Right, as long as we can stay in the DRS, I need to charge up the battery pack. For some reason on that restart. No. No. Not after everything we've been through. Surely not with 12 laps to go. We're not going to retire from Audi's first ever Grand Prix. Please, no. Don't do this to me, Audi. Don't do this, Mark. We can get to the end. Surely Audi haven't given us a dodgy engine for literally race 1. Just give me an ERS fault or something. Anything else. We're not getting anything.
Okay.
I hate this game! For God's sake!
Sorry about that, mate.
Stupid car and team and everything. Oh, well, everything else that happened then was completely irrelevant. First ever race for Audi. And it's gone up in smoke. Damn it! All those durability upgrades I saved were completely useless. Completely useless. Chat are yelling at me about justice. I don't care. I'm going home. I'm going back to bed. Terrible game. I didn't even click retire.
So sorry about that.
It wasn't your fault, Nico. We couldn't do anything. Audi dodgy parts. German engineering? Never. That's a Ferrari engine.
The fans rise to their feet. It's Lando Norris for victory.
No one bet on DNF. Oh, man.
At the first race of the season now. That is important. You got straight into your competitor's head, and they now know that you are the one to beat.
Imagine if someone had bet DNF. That would have been incredible. I can't believe that, man. Literally first race. First race. I thought we could get a decent result.
Right at the top.
How did Ferrari not get a podium? It was Oscar on the podium. No, it was George. How did he do that?
Win today for Lando Norris.
Oh. If you thought that was going to happen, Smurf, why didn't you bet on it? Oh, you're a mod. You can't, I suppose. Fair enough. I'll let you off. 212 bits for justice, though. 5 bits. Yes, there is a god. I hate you all. You absolute monsters. Yeah, the hangman literally shows up and immediately the car goes pop. Oh, man. That's so disappointing.
Well, that was
so
certainly
disappointing.
an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
I mean, look at that then. Lando Norris from pole position, fastest lap race victory. Looks pretty simple on paper, but it was anything but. Verstappen from 11th on the grid finishes P2. Russell from 10th on the grid gets a podium. Ferrari, despite looking like the fastest car pretty much all day, failed to get a podium in the end. Stroll ends up in P6. Alonso gets points from 15th. Albon, Antonelli. But Big G does mean that Audi get a point on the board. So I guess it's not all bad news from the team's perspective as well. Isaac Hadjar just beats out Esteban Ocon. None of the Frenchmen able to score points this weekend. As Piastri actually DNF'd as well come the end of the Grand Prix there. So Piastri, Gasly and Hulkenberg all failing to see the checkered flag in the opening race of the all-new campaign. Obviously, Drivers' Championship, exactly the same as the final race results. Constructors-wise, though, Red Bull lead McLaren by just a single point. Ferrari only 4 back off the top, and Mercedes there after a disappointing campaign last year back in P4. At least Audi are off the block, though. Like I said, 1 point for the team. Hopefully, we will get a bit more next time out. VCarb, Haas, and Alpine all failing to score. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go and cry. And yeah, we'll be back very soon for round 2 at the Chinese Grand Prix. Damn it, man. Ah, that's so disappointing. So disappointing. Like, you just want to get to the end of the first race of the campaign. But apparently not. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. We'll be back for Redemption. Out in Shanghai. So you're gonna definitely have to be there as well. But I mean, up to that point, how do I lose stats for that? I understand the awareness stat, but how do I lose all the other stats? I gained 41 focus apparently. But that has been an absolute stinker. F125 did F125 things, Callum. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. Shock him. Absolutely shock him. I'm so disappointed. A howler of a Grand Prix. We'll have to put it behind us and come back stronger for Shanghai. Yeah, Matt upset the mods. Matt upset the mods. So, that they did mean things to me. A proper F125 moment. What part even was it the ICE that failed? I got 400 R&D from it, which I guess is good. Means we can get another upgrade on. It was, yeah, the ICE that went pop. So the fact that an ICE can't even go a single Grand Prix is slightly concerning. But we'll make sure we get that sorted for next race. Performance-wise, can I do any more upgrades? Yes, we can. I should be doing chassis upgrades, shouldn't I? Need to focus on the chassis upgrades this season, chat. But at least we should have a couple of upgrades onto the car. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. I never quite know how to end one of these streams after disappointing like that. But yeah, definitely a YouTube short will be on the way from that one. Thank you though, everybody. Oh, sorry, I've just got an interesting message through. But yeah, I'm gonna end the short format streams there though. So thank you to everybody on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Gutted that one has ended a bit sooner than I'd originally hoped for, but we will be back tomorrow with the Chinese Grand Prix, which should hopefully be a bit of a longer race as well, because of course it is a sprint weekend. So thank you. We'll find someone to raid on Twitch as well, so I don't forget. But utter drama to kickstart the campaign. Who's live on Twitch, chat? When I looked before I started, I couldn't see anyone. I'm sure Solitaire will return. F125. Let's have a look. Who's live? Oh, Ricky's live, but obviously he doesn't speak English. So many of you guys probably won't understand him. Oh, someone else is doing a kick career mode as well. Apparently, in his tag says 420 friendly. How odd is that? Do any of you guys play F125 high? I got no idea. I didn't know that was like a fun thing. Right. Anyway, though, chat. Thank you for stopping by. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything too stupid. Make sure I spell this guy's name right. Send him some love. Tell him that Fat212 sent you. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow then, ready for China. Hopefully we'll actually finish the Chinese Grand Prix. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? But I'm not optimistic.